So yeah, here we are.
Welcome,
Welcome to the
OSS
greatest match
League.
ever. I'm pissing really quickly. I'll be right back.
And I'm your slow caster, Julian. Let's get this going, baby. Interested to see. Looked like things were quite dire for hashtag Kill Julian early on in the series. Down 2-0, and even on King's Row, things were looking quite fucking dire. But in map 3, in OT, they turned it around. Had a better offense. Looks like you go into a map 4 now, and I could see them bringing the series back, especially keyed just off a very, very high-level performance in the advanced quals. He's here to go. He's ready to play, and I'd argue that Eugene is, top 2, maybe even the best player. Top 2, and he's not number 2 on his team. He's an all-star, so excited to see how this might shift the balance of power going into this game.
All right. All right. Guess who's here? Here, I'll go ahead and throw the music on for everyone at home. Throw that off for everybody at home because I know everyone hates that. Those of you joining us, we know about as much as you. We just got here. We know it's 2-1. Woke Mob are up right now, indeed, but Keed is here. And he's hoping to make a splash on the series. Julien, are you still here? Did you take your little... Sounds like he took his little outside, so it's just gonna be me for now. Looks like we're gonna see.
Oh my god, I've been talking for fucking 5 minutes, whatever.
No, you were talking when I left, so it's whatever. It looks like Kill Julian's walking out on the like viral Malga comp from KR. We've seen a lot of it. Maybe Cast so it's probably fine. And Sayang's going to go early here, and they're going to manage to find Damon. Looks like they're going to try and trace Say out. He's going to be 1 HP as he walks back to the back line. And they're going to find the cap. And it looks like Kill Julian are going to opt to regroup here and try and wait for their hit scan to come back.
This is a crucial win for Sayang's team. Getting a first fight win with Winston now, they're going to be able to maybe build up that primal first. And as soon as they get a primal, they're able to cycle those ults with the Winston comp. They got a massive advantage, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the big thing here is if they're able to kill Damon, it's gonna be what decides the series, because this Juno Brick backline is known for living quite a lot, and we're gonna see Riptide go down early. But it's gonna be really hard to kill the Juno Brick themselves. But the hit scan is actually super vulnerable because they don't have a Suzu or an Imor to use to keep them alive.
Let's just take it out. Carries 1 HP.
Finds 2 in the backline. Obama's dead, and it looks like Kill Julian are gonna start walking here. Sang finds a trade on to Key. Damon's gonna be 1 HP, killed by Twisted. Wookmob may not have the numbers queue and pushing here, but the trades are in.
Couple trades, but interestingly, Key died, so you might be able to speed him and Damon back quite quickly for the fight if AFK Noob and the rest of Kill Julian are able to weather the storm here on point.
Yeah, looks like they're going to opt to just take a regroup. Seapool's going to go down. Probably didn't expect Twisted to come. I don't know if he had a recall or not, but they're going to be down one going into this fight. 88% on the Juno Ray. That's the big fight winner here. Wookmob don't have any support ults yet. They only have the overclock, and it should not be able to stand up to the Juno Ray.
Nailing's already cut AFK Noob off from the rest of his team. He's just left stranded on point. He gets absolutely murdered by Virtue on the Sojourn.
Yeah, the problem here with this Malga is that he only lives if he shoots the Winston. He really needs the lifesteal from the Winston. So when Say sees him come to the point, uses charge, and jumps, then it's hard for the Malga to live, even if he pops his E, because he doesn't really have something to shoot to get the lifesteal back.
Most fights where this Winston doesn't have a primal, honestly, the fight plan should be live and shoot the Winston, but instead it seems like they're rushing things. They're skipping steps, and the Winston's able to cut everybody off and getting massive picks here.
Yeah, it looks like they're
Sounds playing very good measured game.
They're gonna swap over to the D.Va here. Same rest of the comp. No one has used an ult yet, so it's gonna be basically 5 ults for each tide, besides the D.Va bomb here. Young dies with time, Primal. This is a big fight for Kill Julian to get. They've expended both support ults. It's not the end of the world for Woke Mob. They didn't really use anything but Pulse Bomb, which got eaten, but It's a big fight win for Cool Julian. They had both support ults. They're gonna get them really, really fast. This backline is
Really late
so
kill on Twisted
sustainable.
here.
Yeah, and they're gonna find a stagger on Twisted too. It looks like Keed's gonna opt to play the Kiri here instead of the Juno. I think I'm kind of a fan. I think when you swap to the Diva, you kind of need the Kiriko.
A bit too reliance
Piney
in the
comes out
Juno
here for
comp on that
Damon.
ult cycle.
Is he able to find any kills? Crazy fight. 3 ults come out here for Woke Mob. They really need this fight win. Keed's going to be 1 HP. Virtue's going to find a Riptide. Damon's going to go down. And it looks like this is going to be a pretty clean fight win here for Woke Mob. But it was expensive. They traded Deadeye for, Overclock, Primal, and Kiri Rush.
Yeah, thankfully, Kill Julian doesn't have too many ults, and they still have the beat going into this fight, so I'd still say they have the advantage in the ult cycle, but they're going to have a decisive win. Maybe even a win without an ult would be massive here.
Yeah, but I think that Kill Julien are going to be able to work around to their support ults next. They might be able to. I think they really need to take a fast fight here. C-Pool is just going to be found in the backline early, so that's probably the end of this fight. There's not really anything that Kill Julien can do. They're going to get Damon out, and that's pretty bad because they're not going to be able to build ults off of this fight. Keed is working up 54% to Kiri Rush, though. As long as AFK keeps taking damage, I mean, they're going to farm it, so it's not the end of the world. And it looks like Wook Mob are going to try and clean the rest of this up. Sam's going to get booped in. Fall 1. Suzu comes out. Bubble. No bubble. And this is time for the Kern. Keed finds Twisted in the back line. Looks like AFK is going to start walking. Finds Lexapro. No beat now. And this should be a fight win here for Kill Julien.
Yeah, I feel like Kill Julian maybe could have followed up outside, maybe beat pushed there, but instead they're holding on to the beat, and it looks like Riptide might be able to lap Lexapro in terms of beat ultimate.
Yeah,
Just
by the way,
beat charge.
Say's team is Wook Mob. I know the team names are fucking terrible.
I keep forgetting Wook Mob, yeah.
It's terrible. And this is actually a big call here to hold up. I don't really think that Wook Mob have anything they can do to get to this point. Their ults aren't that strong. That just walking forward. So it looks like they're gonna opt to give it up. I don't really know if they had a touch anyway. But the problem here is they haven't used the beat yet. Riptide's about to get another ult. I know he didn't start Lucio, but he's about to cash up to Lexipra's beat. And you just held on to this ult way too long. Obama's going to another Kiri Rush. Keats built a Kiri Rush.
We could have got another beat, to be honest, at this point. This is our first beat still.
Yep, and they're going to have to find some way to make it useful. Looks like they're going to be fighting this top here. Probably looking to use it here. It comes out. It's not great, though. They really can't capitalize off of it. It's probably just used to
so they can't jump in.
And Kiri Rush is out here. Looks like Twisted's going to be forced back by Keed. Keed's just going to be looking for kills on point. Damon goes down to Lexapro. Big kill found
AFK
here
was all over the back line right now.
Yep. Primal comes out for Wook Mob. AFK's gonna fall. Obama will also fall to 1, and it looks like Kill Julien are gonna stay out of this team fight. Again, another kind of expensive fight though for Wook Mob. They didn't use Primal and Beat, so now they don't really have a defensive ult to use for the engage of Kill Julien here. I mean, they have high noon. Speed noon might be true here to find a kill. Even it looks like Say's gonna opt to hold up. He's gonna have to jump out soon. He doesn't have Primal. Twisted's gonna get flashed. Recall force. Say's still gonna hold up. He doesn't have bubble. And this is
looking at the Riptide beat here.
Yup. And Damon's just going to fall early, man. They never really took their turn there. They kind of needed to just high noon and go in. Say's going to fall really low. Riptide has beat available. Now they're up a tank. Beat's going to come out. And Ryan's going to stay in looking for kills. Obama's going to be in the backline. Looks like they're going to find him. Twisted trades Keed. And Overclock comes out here for Virtue. Will he be able to find anything? Riptide's 1 HP. And AFK stuffs the Overclock. And that's going to be a big fight win here for Kill Julien, assuming that they still get this going. Twisted uses the pulse bomb, but doesn't find anything. Deadeye comes out from Damon. And a massive ult fight from both teams, but Kill Julien are going to get the better of it. But Wook Mob are going to have built 99% on the point already. And they have Kiri Rush available for the recontest.
Kept on going back and forth. I really thought Woke Mob were going to win that when they slid in with the overclock, but they're able to hold on. AFK Noob is able to switch between point and peeling for his team there in the overclock, and they're able to clutch out there.
Yeah, and Kill Julien looks like they know they need to build their Kiri Rush here. They do have the bomb available, so they don't really need a hard carry AFK. They just need to play to see if they can build Keed's Kiri Rush. They're doing a great job anchoring point here, stopping the contest from Wook Mob. And Twisted goes down to AFK Noob. Keed's Kiri Rush comes out. Looks like he's looking for kills. Lexipro's going to fall. 1 safe falls 1-2. Ryan's looking for kills in the back line. Obama has to TP out half HP. And are they going to be able to find this Looks like they are. And that's going to be a big fight win for Kill Julien. They might have forced last fight here if they hold up. Basically nothing available for Woke Mob. They're close to beat and close to Winston, but there's no guarantee they build it in this next, like, 20% of the point.
If they can touch, though, I think Woke Mob's going to have the advantage. A lot better ults here, but they're going to have to able to touch. They're going to have to execute here.
Yep, B comes out here for Woke Mob. Looks like they're going to start walking. Say in, has Primal. Jumps on Keed. B comes out here for Riptide. Sebo finds a crucial kill on Alexa Pro. Sebo finds a second bomb available here for AFK. Finds 2! No! And it's going to be Pandemonium. That's tragic for Woke Mob. They had such a good fight plan. They started with the Kiri rush, and then they had the Say Primal. And it looks like Say didn't even manage to get his Primal off that fight. Probably just died to the bomb.
Man, every fight here for Kill Julien is making this reverse sweep looking more likely. My goodness.
Yep. Say does still have Primal available for this fight, though, because he didn't use it in the last one. He's going to die with it! Say! What is happening? And I don't know what's happening with Woke Mob.
But crucially here, I think it's going to be even worse for Woke Mob now that Damon has swapped off the cast. They have a lot, harder of a target to get on with the Sojourn who can slide out. I think this is an even better of a comp for Kill Julien here. Damon was the only person they were picking off past couple of fights.
I agree. I think the slide is going to be super important here in terms of helping them live, and Keed is going to have all of his cooldowns forced. Blade comes out here from Virtue, and they're going to be able to find Keed. Looks like they're also looking for the Tracer here. Swaps to the Soj, and they find the kill. Primal comes out from Say as well. Nothing expended here from Kill Julien, so probably not a bad fight from their eyes. They don't really have anything.
Oh, you elixir trade, says Keed. Nice.
And a big fight win for Woke Mob. They had to use 2 ults for it. It's probably not the greatest thing. They probably wanted to only stick to using the Blade, considering that nothing from Kill Julien was up yet, and they're going to be working towards 5 ults to potentially win 1 or 2 fights. I mean, they're at 39%, so there's only 60% left to go on the point. It could potentially be 1 fight and 1 bad fight, and AFK's just going to find a pig on a Twisted from nowhere! It's tragic again. Say's going to jump in. Kiri rush up, so he's not as killable as you'd think. Damon does go down. Say looking for more, and they managed to find Keed and Seapool. And it looks like Kill Julien are going to just have to reset here. AFK manages to find a trade, but he's going to die here. Probably has to use Bomb just to live. And hopefully he doesn't stagger.
Oh,
and he doesn't.
Apparently they can't see the game.
Kiri Rush came out there for Woke Mob, and Kiri Rush and Overclock and Beat and Pulse are going to be available here. Twisted has to go huge with his Pulse Bomb if Woke Mob want to find a fight win here.
Worker, they can't see the game apparently on stream.
Oh lordy! Guess what's up? The game is up. Twisted does find one with the Pulse Bomb. Riptide down. Damon pops Overclock, looking for more. Finds one onto Genji. Yeah, that's on me, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Just doing a fantastic cast for those of you who could see the match on Say's stream now. Parse the audio.
It's good enough that we just needed the audio. It's like a radio cast.
Hopefully we get a 5th map here, just because gotta farm those streams some moments. Keed finds a kill on a Twisted. Ultra
but AFK who gets D-Max?
Say's 1 HP. No, B comes out. And it's gone from better to worse for Woke Mob. They're going to lose the 3rd point here. Only Virtue left. Has the impossible to do. Has Blade. It comes out. Dies. And that's going to be all she wrote. Twisted here, stalling the last little bit of life he has left on the point. Say has to find the touch. And he doesn't. And we're going to map 5.
Breaker, Lexa Pro was only a couple % away from that beat in that last fight. Could have absolutely turned that fight around with that extra thick 5 million HP. But instead, Kill Julien takes us to map 5. Will they finish the reverse sweep?
They played Suravas. Gotta put the score in for this. I mean, the reverse sweep's looking likely. We heard it when any of you who watched an Obama stream before you tuned into ours. We heard what they were saying. I'll stream my OBS to you, by the way, just so you see what everyone else is seeing. You probably would have been able to tell me. I had to close it out.
They were shaking in their booties as soon as Eugene arrived on the scene, man. It was just straight horrifying.
They were absolutely terrified of Keed coming into the series, and we see why. A solidly dominant win there for Kill Julian. Ult usage was pretty on point. Fantastic plays from Ryan, by the way. I know they lost the first point, but not in that Diva swap. The peel he was giving to Damon was actually incredible.
Yep. This is the best Overwatch I've seen from Kill Julian, and this is not a team I want to root for.
Grab a soda of that Gatorade. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Wokemob go to for map 5 here. I mean, I don't really know. There's not a lot of options left. They played Escort, Hybrid, and Flash, so it's going to be a push map. And usually you don't have your best picks for push maps available just because everyone's so used to playing them. You don't really get a solid advantage from choosing one over the other.
For sure, for sure.
Here's how our series has gone so far. Kill Julian looking to find the reverse sweep here.
Looking back at it, I think that Junker Queen ban was absolutely devastating.
The Queen
I feel
ban
like
was
just being forced on the
crucial.
Winston. Yeah.
We saw in Woke
Being
Mob's-
forced on the Winston is
yeah.
tough.
We saw in Wokemob's first match that Young was just a raid boss on the Junker Queen, like absolute raid boss. Like nobody could touch him. And I'm pretty sure he dropped something like 32 elims and like 3 points, flat points, low elims. Like he was by far the MVP of that series, and it's just a gross game. So the Queen ban is going to be pretty crucial in Kill Julian finding a map win there, but it will be available on push. And Queen is solidly good on a lot of these push maps. And Woke Mob do have choice of push maps, so I'd probably expect them to choose a map that favors the Junker Queen. It's probably like, I don't know what 3 maps are exactly in the pool, if it's Runasapi or Coliseo, New Queen. I can check really quickly, but if Runasapi's in the pool, I feel like that's kind of where I'd want to go. I think that's really, really strong for Queen. Taking a look right now, and it is Runasapi and Esperanca. Only 2 push maps in the pool, so I think both of them are honestly pretty good for Queen. I don't know what Damon's typing in the chat, but it's the
Check it out.
It's the Woke Mob map pick. I'll just let him know. Looks like they're going to go to Runasapi, like we said, and you have to be expecting Junker Queen here.
Yeah,
Kill Julien.
absolutely.
You know it's coming. And here's the thing: Junker Queen is really, really good with a Lucio Kiri backline. I don't know if Lucio's been banned yet this series, but I kind of think a Lucio ban could go crazy here because you want to keep the Kiriko available, and you don't want to give the Queen speed. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. I know Riptide's very flexible. I know he plays flex, he plays main, he plays basically every support in the pool, so you have a really flexible support option there with Riptide. And Keed obviously is a great Kiriko player, and you want the Kiri alive just to be able to clean the Queen antes. So I kind of think a Lucio ban here would be the way. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It could be a DPS ban as well. Again, I don't know what they've banned so far, so I can't really tell you. But I think a Lucio ban would be what I would go for here. I don't know what your thoughts are, but
I think a Lucio ban could be absolutely massive. It would be so devastating for the Queen. If they somehow let the support ban through, especially, I don't want to give Wokemob the opportunity to ban a Kiri or something like that, so
I think
let's just pray that Kill Julian takes this opportunity.
No, yeah, I think Wokemob might want to play the Kiriko anyway. I don't think like it's necessarily a hard counter to Queen. Honestly, I don't even believe that you have to have Kiriko versus Queen. Like, it's good for the one interaction, but Beat's still good at countering the ult anyway if you want to go that route and play like a BAP. So Kiri ban could be on the table as well, but I think the Lucio ban's just a little bit better because it kind of yeah, and there it is. Lucio ban in from Kill Julian. Definitely trying to take away a lot of the Queen's mobility there. I don't know if Wokemob are going to see the same way. Obviously, Queen still has Shout to give herself speed boost from, but she's going to be way less mobile around the map.
I'm really interested to see the backline that we see from Kill Julian. I wonder if they're going to like replicate that Brig Kiri that was really successful for them last round, or are they maybe going to go again and try that Brig Juno that they had at the start, especially with the nerfs to Tracer and buffs to both of them. Could be interesting to see.
I think it might be a Brig Kiri angle. I'd kind of be surprised from the Brig Juno. I think they kind of saw that based on Damon's hero pool. Like, I know he prefers like basically 100% Cassie. It's kind of really hard to keep him alive here. And obviously, like, we thought that Wokemob wanted to play the Queen, but they don't have to play Queen. They could play anything else under the sun. So I think it'd be safer to walk in on Kiri Brig and then swap the Kiri to Juno later if you wanted to. AFK is super flexible. I mean, he could play Diva, and it doesn't really. I don't think he's super affected by the fact he has Juno or Kiri too much.
He could genuinely play the Queen as well. I know it's like within his top 5 tanks, so he's just got so many options.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm expecting a big map 5 from both of these teams. All the stuff's gonna come out. I don't really know what Woke Mob would ban here, to be honest. Like, I'm kind of like confused. It kind of depends on what else has been banned. I don't know what you take away. You can't ban a support. I don't know if you even want to ban a take here, because Ryan, I know he's super flexible. I don't even know anything about him, but I've just heard he's super flexible, great at a lot of tanks. I mean, I've heard like
Maybe banning the Cassidy away from Damon would not be the worst idea if it's still available, but
yeah, that could be a
that's a
DPS
weird
ban
one.
could be a good option, just some coverage or something. But honestly, like, what are they gonna ban? Seapool likes playing Tracer. Twisted also likes playing Tracer, so does Chochi, so they can't really ban the Tracer away. I mean, a hit skin ban could be good, and Zarya's going to be taken off the table here for Woke Mob.
Interesting. I didn't think they were gonna pull it out, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't really expect the Zarya either. I think they kind of like banned the Lucio just to cripple the Queen comp, but that kind of tells me that I think Woke Mob are trying to play the Queen here, right?
The Queen, for sure.
Or a Diva, but I don't really see Say playing Diva at all. So, yeah,
And if he was trying to go the Winston, I think he could have kept the Zarya on the table, so I think the Queen's almost a guarantee now.
Yeah, we're just waiting to see for them to say R and get in the map, but I think this is going to be a really interesting map. I think this should be the Kill Julien driver's seat. Like, I think they have a better read on what Woke Mob are going to play than Woke Mob have on what Kill Julien are going to play. And so they should be able to plan around that and find an advantage here early in the map, or at least force Woke Mob to make adjustments. But Say is really good at Junker Queen. Like, he's really, really good at Queen. And he could easily take over the lobby if they're not prepared for it. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Obviously, like, we've been talking about the tanks a lot, but both DPS teams have also been really big in play. I mean, we've seen Seapool a lot of highs and a lot of lows, in my opinion. Like, a lot of times found first dead, but also super big in clutch moments on that sort of awesome map we just watched. Funny too.
Third point with the pulse bomb. Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's just been fantastic from Seapool for the most part. If he can clean up a lot of those early picks, he's just going to be a crazy impact on the series. And obviously, David, it's been harder for him. They're playing in the only map we saw, he was playing hit scan versus a hardcore dive Winston composition, so it's gonna be harder for him to find value, but still great map for him. And he mitigated the dive's impact as best as he could, which is kind of all you can ask for, right? Live as long as possible, do as much damage as you can, and if you survive, great. If you don't, hopefully your team trades. And we will be going into the map. I will change the scene as soon as team comps are selected here in 40 seconds.
Thinking Twisted's gonna be quite. I think Twisted could take over here. I think it might have been a bit harder last map with Winston. It's a lot more of an opportunistic play style, but I think if the Queen has a bit more presence on point, might be giving him a little bit more space to work with, a little bit more uptime in general. I think we could see a big Twisted map here.
We could. And another big part of last map was I think Keed was doing a really good job of keeping Twisted in check. AFK was doing a really good job not demanding resources from Keed, and it allowed Keed to kind of roam the map more, and it really mitigated Twisted's impact. It's not something we saw as much from Obama, where he was kind of playing more like Dead by Daylight, and Keed was playing more of like hunting the Tracer rather than being hunted.
Makes absolutely big difference. Gives you so many more opportunities to poke from different angles. Especially, yeah. No, it's massive from Keed.
Nope, yeah, of course. And yeah, I mean,
understanding their win condition there, especially in the Diva comp, but they're not necessarily looking to go first. They're more so looking to play second, react.
Yep. And it looks like we're gonna see something interesting here. It looks like Kill Julien are gonna opt to play the Diva again with the Wu Yang. I'm a big fan of the Riptide Wu Yang. I mean, you saw it in Crimson. We preferred it over the Carry Lucio a lot of the time just because we found a lot of success on it. Riptide's been really, really good at that hero. And Say's gonna play the Queen. It's basically what we expected. You have to believe that Kill Julien expect this this Queen pick, and so that's kind of what they prep for. Riptide's going to do a really good job putting a lot of pressure on the Queen to make it hard for her to walk. They don't really have the Lucio speed boost to help enable her after that, so it's going to be really
this
interesting.
Tracer duel is going to be crucial now with the Wu Yang orbs in play. I think they're going to be two massive power players in this game.
Yep, Seapool's going to opt to go left. I think he saw Twisted and doesn't really want to mirror. Gonna be a really slow start here from both teams. Say is gonna start walking. Finds Damon. Big DM from Ryan, and Twisted's gonna find Riptide. Say's gonna drop really low, but he looks like he's gonna be able to stabilize. And really low here for Kill Julien. AFK is still about half health, and they're gonna try and kite out, but Damon's gonna go down to Chochi. Keed will be up about like 20% on Kill Rush earlier here though. He's already built 55 in the first minute, so you could expect a fast Kill Rush to come out here for Kill Julien, especially if they can manage to hold this first corner. It's super oppressive if Ryan can manage to get on this corner once he gets done marking Twisted to make it hard for Wokemop to swing. So he's gonna walk into the room and Damon's gonna challenge. Finds an axe. But he's gonna get caught out, and he's barely going to survive again. Drops to 40 health 2 times that engagement, and now it's time for Kill Julien's turn. It looks like you're gonna try and kill Say, and he goes down, but it's not at the cost of Ryan as he is demeched. So basically, both teams tankless now, and it looks like Kill Julien are gonna take the aggressive as Damon manages to find a kill onto Obama.
Getting traded here would be costly, but if they're able to get one of these staggers, that could be massive.
Yeah. And the big thing I want to see here from Kill Julien is that they get off this corner. I don't know if you've seen a lot of like Runasapi theory, but this first corner here is really oppressive if Say can manage to get on and hold it. So you really want to set your hit scan on the coast early, so that it's hard for first of all Say's team to walk up or Wokemop to walk up, and secondly you don't have to go it around the corner yourself. So it looks like Damon
just gets caught out here, and Twisted's able to finish it off. Yeah. Takes a lot of poke just down main, and yeah, Twist is able to finish it off quite easily. Yeah. No ults there either. That's just a massive win for Wokemop.
Yeah, but now Keed is still up 20% on Kill Rush. They can go fast here. Twisted manages to fall to Damon. Big DM comes out on Say. High Noon comes in from Damon, doesn't manage to find anything, cancels it immediately. And this is Kill Julien's time to capitalize. I kind of want to see him use an ult here. Maybe Wokemop have already counted out too far for them to use something in good conscience, but Damon managed to find another kill on Alexa, bro. Damon's really coming alive this map. He was the victim of Say's dives last map, but this time he's making Wokemop his victim, and he's just finding a lot of crucial kills and staggers as Alexa has to come back from spawn now.
Oh, he went from being the first pick to getting that first pick on Twisted, and it's absolutely massive.
Kill Julien are going to go first. Lexapro's still not back. Twisted, man, trying to find kills. Keed in hell right now. Riptide goes down, but they trade Say. Massive trade. You take that every day of the week if you're Kill Julien. And they managed to start taking the lead here. Say's down, so it's hard for Wokemop to fight this, and they're going to find the cap.
He still has the bomb, so losing that Wu Yang is even less of a worry right now.
Yep. Weeding is available for both teams here. I think the winner of this next fight is whoever chooses to use it first. Going first with Weeding is super oppressive because it's going to make it way harder for the other team's Weeding to use their ult onto their own Tracer.
Seems like the backline for Kill Julien are very aware of the Wu Yang ult coming in, and they're already kiting.
Yeah, Weeding comes in, but it comes on to Say. Damon's going to fall, but DM and Suzu come in. High Noon comes out. Bomb comes out as well. Chochi gets traded. Trades come in for both teams. Queen ult available here for Say. Damon falls. Wokemop +1. Keed has to Suzu himself. Say still walking here. And it looks like Ryan, it looks like he's still pushing the cart. I mean, Say's kind of disconnected from his team. Managed to find a kill on Keed. But Ryan will stall this cart out for a while. He looks like he's trying to find a kill onto the Wu Yang. Chochi manages to come back, and he's just going to die on the cart. But they push the cart all the way back to basically the checkpoint, so they might as still keep their close spawns here. The Seapool manages to grab the wave of Ryan.
I still think Wokemop are exhaling there. I think they did not look very good early on in that fight, and they were able to turn it around despite losing cart for a bit.
Yep, Say it looking for a Nitro early, doesn't manage to find anything. It looks like Kill Julien are going to reset take this neutral here on this first corner that we've seen a lot. Queen ult is available though, so it's going to be a really important fight win here. As that comes out on the Seapool, I believe. Finds Chochi, but looks like isn't able to follow up. Pulse Bomb comes out, doesn't find anything either, but Twisted is dead? Off the map?
Turned around, but trades out the Tracer at least.
Chochi manages to find Damon. Ryan goes down. That's going to be a clean fight win for Wokemop. It's a Queen ult and Overclock versus only the what's it called? Weird and pulse bomb used for kill Julien, but it is going to give them the checkpoint, and they're probably going to be able to take the lead off of it. In my opinion, it's not super important to hold leads here. If I'm kill Julien, I'm not really trying to get the lead, and Say's going to die early. They might as well be able to hold it anyway, because he's going to be gone. And it looks like they're not going to be able to take the lead, 0.3 meters off. And I was going to say, I don't think it's super important here as kill Julien tries to find follow-up, because most push games, you're not going to end with the team winning because they have 60 meters, in my opinion, right? It's that 80-meter range where I think it's really important to preserve and hold your lead. And a big stagger found on Twisted here from Damon. Damon has been really on top of it this map, as kill Julien are going to brawl up here on Wookmob, and they continue to push the cart. Westover has already built up to another wing ult, so gotta look for them to use that here. Bomb will be available as Curie Rush comes out from both teams. Damon pops high noon. Will he find any kills? No. Cancels the ult. He's gonna go down, but big trade found from AFK. Bomb comes out.
Looking for more with this bomb?
Doesn't find anybody.
Oh.
Queen ult is about to be
Seong's
available
low and
for
he's
Say.
back.
Oh. There's one way you can win this fight. It's with Queen ult. Recall forced on C-Pool. Slow neutral here from kill Julien, and Say's gonna be able to walk up now. Keyed on a really aggressive
smart
angle.
kite right now.
And Say hasn't used Queen ult yet. He knows he still has it. It's big lineup here,
Whoa.
and he manages to find the whole team. Pulse from C-Pool isn't gonna be able to find anybody. It looks like he and Damon are both gonna opt to try and live here, but Say is hunting.
Now, when it comes to hitting a good rampage like that, a lot of times it's patience. That carry knows you have rampage. They're trying to hold that Suzu for dear life. But if you're going to get a good enough poke, put enough pressure down, you can force that Suzu out, and that's just a massive win right there. Just massive plays there by Seong.
Didn't have to use the Ruang ult either. Looks like they're trying to look to use it here on their Tracer. Not super set for it though, as recall is forced here from Twisted. It looks like Riptide's gonna go first with his Ruang ult. I don't know who it was on, to be honest. I tried to find it, but could not find it on the spectator cam. And now Lexapro is gonna have his available.
Oh, Twist is able to find Keith there in the back line with
Wuyang and Cassidy alive. That's crucial.
Yep, Kill Julien are stabilizing a little here. It looks like it's hard for Wookmod to push the cart. Say's gonna start walking now, looking for something. This is the knife one to Damon. Damon fighting for his life. No Kiriko available here, so they're not gonna. It's gonna be hard for Damon to get care. It looks like Keed might be back in this fight
takes
now.
the lead back.
Yep, and for the first time, I think Wookmob have the lead this game.
If they can get around this corner, it's going to be absolutely major. Maybe
falls to 1 health. High Noon comes out. Is he gonna find anything?
they're pocketing him. Taeyong's stuck on the angle, but an axe might keep him up.
High Noon. Big kill from Damon.
No.
They shouldn't need anything else to secure this fight win. Looks like Keed's gonna be dueling Twisted, and C-Pool manages to get the kill. And that's going to be a relatively cheap fight. Nothing used from Wookmob either, but that's a pretty big fight win for Kill Julien as they try and they kind of got to string together maybe two or even 3 fight wins to get this map back. So their ult economy is really important here, and they have a lot coming up. So it's big that they didn't have to use any super important ults. But Say's been building back to the Queen ult super fast as Ryan gets knifed in. Falls 1, but managed to get the bomb last second. 1 HP. Chochi overclocked out.
Damon taking some aggressive angles right now, opening it up for the rest of his team.
Damon falls really low, but they still aren't able to find anything. Kirush is out here for Keed. And Bot is going to start pushing around this corner. Kirush out here for Wookmob, but it's going to be, I think it's kiteable. Keed's going to fall really low. Twisted dies! Big pick
Damon found a
Say's
flash on him.
and we see what he's able to do with
off.
Queen ult if he's able to build it here. Chochi manages to find a trade. Queen ult about to be available here for Say, and he looks like he's going to look to use it. He sees the lineup.
And losing that Wuyang is brutal. That was their only ult for Kill Julien.
But Ryan goes down. Big trade from C-Pool. Keith finds another trade. Wait.
They're still in it. C-Pool just pocketing. Yeah, Keith just pocketing C-Pool on point right now. They're keeping him in this. But Seong still has the rampage, man.
We have
Riptide's back with ults.
Wing here. Will he be able to find anything? Twisted Falls really won.
Oh, Riptide stuck there, unfortunately.
Say just
Unless it was 10% back from Wuyang ult.
Back on the Doom, but he dies.
Oh, it's
There's
over.
Gonna be low numbers here. It looks like Kill Julien will not be able to complete the reverse sweep. big
Woke Mob,
plays from
hold
Say.
on to it. Just barely fight off that reverse sweep. That's massive.
And big performance here. You see, I mean, Chochi shot out 2 deaths. That's pretty impressive on the hit scan. Say, big map, 10k damage, 18 elims. I mean, we saw it all. He had so many big queen ults to secure fight wins. Nice little play coming in there from Chochi. And that's going to be it. Great series. Another map 5 banger in OSS League. We can't get enough of them. I don't know. I don't have much to say. It was a really great map. I think Wokemob managed to find an ulticon advantage like really late into that map, and then they kind of snowballed it off a big fight, a lot of big fight wins in a row, and that's kind of what led to the win there.
Saeyang, basically every single rampage was hitting, which was just super impressive there, especially still against the Kiri. So much poke to deal with as well, with the Wu Yang, that Cassidy, the Kiri, and just the Diva trying to force out almost all of your poke. So much of a poke advantage for Kill Julien, and Saeyang still able to find some massive advantages there on Queen.
No, yeah, I mean, we knew the Saeyang Queen was basically the X factor. That's why he got banned away on Suravasa. That map could have been very different if they didn't manage to get it. I'm gonna be trying to get an interview going here too with whoever Wokebomb wants to send. I'm not really policing it, so.
It was really impressive, just able to find value on that Junker Queen regardless of having that Lucio or not. He's still able to find Damon, still able to find that Wu Yang in the backline. Just some really smart pathing, honestly.
No, I think the big thing from Kill Julien is I don't think they were proactive enough with their Wu Yang ults. I think that's one thing they could have improved on that map. They had Wu Yang ult a lot, and I really wish they used it early sooner. I think that could have been a big way for them to build an advantage there. And we're gonna have Obama here for an interview. Welcome. So how was that series, man? It was got heated a little at the end. I know you probably didn't think it was gonna be as easy as a win as you probably thought it would be.
That was a really fun series. The first 2 maps we got a little too fired up. We were just shit-talking them in our VC and just thinking we were the best players ever, and we got a little too fired up, and they exposed that and shit on us because Saeyang played a little too overconfident in the last fight on King's Row, and it bit us, and we lost that map and then lost the next one too.
No, yeah, and what was going through your head when you saw Keed join the lobby? I know Keed is a pretty instrumental player for Kill Julien, so it's pretty big that they were able to manage to get him back mid-series.
We were honestly pretty scared. Twisted I think he lost hope for a second once Keed joined, but we talked it back into him because that's just the upgrade of the Sentry, dude. Keed is too good at the game.
Yeah, Keed is really, really good. And was the Queen ban on Suravasa, you think, the reason why you guys struggled so hard on that map? We were talking about it. We know Say's Queen is super, super strong, and that was a big reason why you guys managed to pull that Runa Sapi out. I mean, that's a great map for Queen, and he played an excellent series. He had so many big Queen ults to win fights. So, do you think if Queen was available, that map could have gone a little differently, and do you think that ban was kind of the reason why Kill Julien were able to take advantage of you guys on that map?
Honestly, yeah. I think with the Queen available, we would have won that because we forced the Winston comp for way longer than it was welcome, and they managed to switch it up and just kind of beat us up the rest of the map. I think with Queen available, we would have taken that map pretty easily.
Honestly, I have to congratulate you. That was a very maligned move, very criticized move to pick Saeyang in the first round. They all said, oh, there's so many tanks, but look how Woke Mob. What are you guys, like 2-0, 3-0 at this point?
We're 2-0, yeah.
Yeah, one of the best teams in the league, and you might not have drafted traditionally, but busting them narratives we see.
It was an interesting pick for me looking back on it, but I wanted Saeyang on my team. I didn't want anybody else to have him, and it's working out for us.
Hey man, I think the power of friendship is gonna reign supreme in OSS. I think that's one of the narratives for the rest of the league.
Yeah, me, Clout, and Say have a lot of synergy together, so that's why I went with that core for a team.
No, yeah, and it's obviously paid a lot of dividends. You guys are looking really good. You're looking like one of the teams to beat right now. So, props to you guys, and great series for you.
Thank you.
All right, well, we can start our
Honestly,
wrap up, if we want.
Honestly, it's quite impressive though, because Woke Mob, I think in the power rankings, most people had them as maybe the weakest team in the league going in, and now easily a top 3 team, probably the scariest team so far in terms of how dominant they've been, in my opinion.
No, yeah, definitely. Yeah, but you're free to go. I think we can kind of just do a wrap up now. But yeah,
Okay.
Wook Mob have proven that they are definitely a force to be reckoned with. If definitely not definitively maybe a top 2 team right now. They still have a lot of series left to play, right? I mean, there's 6 teams total, so they still have 3 matches to play. We're gonna have to see if they manage to keep the consistency going. But man, they've shown that they're really good. And for Kill Julien, I think they're going to drop them to 0-2. I think their first match they didn't have Keed, and we've already talked about how Keed is a super impactful player today. So we're going to hope that we got to see if they can manage to kind of like bounce back, I guess. Keed should be available for a lot of their final series, and they still have 3 matches, and they're all very, very winnable. And if they're playing a team like Wookmob super close like that, there's definitely a lot of hope for them to manage to find some way back into contention in this split.
No doubt, no doubt.
Well, I guess on that note, I'm gonna wrap it up here. It was a good series. Sorry we couldn't catch the first 3 maps. We were playing advanced walls, so we got in when we could. Also, sorry I didn't have the gameplay going. I was trying to set up everything like literally last second. So the gameplay for like map 4 maybe like 75% not there, but we have map 5, so that's all that matters, really, honestly. But yeah, thanks for staying in there, everybody. We'll be back hopefully with another stream. My voice is back, by the way, so I know a lot of people want me to cast because I scream a lot sometimes. My voice is kind of dead, but we only had to do 2 maps max today, so that's kind of why I did it. But I should be good for like definitely do another like full series from now on. So I like casting a lot, and if I can get someone like Keaton in the booth, Julian's great too. So hopefully they get that back going. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.
All right, take care, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.